Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you guys for joining. If you don't see that red live up there, that means you're watching the replay. And please hashtag replay so I know to come back and say thank you for joining. I'm just setting up my area right here. It is a mess. I am messy this morning. Well, not really this morning. It's a lead up to what's happening right now. I've got stuff everywhere. So I wanted to, where'd my foundations go? Okay, I'm waiting on my new foundations. You guys have been with me like this month where I'm like scraping the bottom of the barrel of my darker foundation. I'm going to be honest with you, every time I get a new one in, somebody local here buys it from me. So I have to keep reordering and I keep waiting. Like there's that saying, like the shoemaker wife never has shoes. I feel like even though I am the shoemaker, I still don't have shoes because I keep giving them away. Anyway, so let's talk about this bundle. I want you guys, hi Tara, I want you guys to understand, hi Kimmy, how amazing this bundle is. It only happens once a year, and it's even sweeter this year because, hi Jenny, because you get to pick your items in the bundle. But it's all related around the liquid foundation, which like it has been dubbed liquid gold. When this first came out on the market, Jenny McCarthy was using it too, and that like exploded because she talked about it on her webcast, and then we couldn't keep it in stock. And so we've been able to, we've been able to keep up with those demands now, and so we're keeping the product in stock. So it's here, it's available, and I'm going to show you how amazing it is. Now I've already put on my, hi Michelle, I've already put on my primer. So you always have to start with a primer. In this bundle, the first pick that you get is you get to pick either concealer or primer. I will always say, if you don't have a primer, if you don't have a good primer, get the primer. Primer is going to fill in any fine lines. It's going to fill in any larger pores. It's going to give your makeup something to stick to. It actually brightens up the colors, even like gives you the real like color of the product that you're using, whether it's an eyeshadow or your foundation. It protects your skin from the environment and your makeup, so those pores are not going to get clogged. So if you have problems with acne or cystic acne, you need a good primer to help protect that area of your pores from getting clogged. Okay, so always say, hi Andrea, always say start with a good primer if you don't have it. Now the concealer, if you already have our primer, get the concealer. This thing is absolutely amazing. I'm just looking for my shade and I'm going to put it on right now. So I take a very, very tiny amount. Now remember, I've already applied my primer. A very tiny amount. And I should have got my blending bed wet and I didn't. So we're going to have to deal with it. But like when I say like a really, really small amount, I don't know if it's going to focus in on it, but it's like less than a rice size. Okay. So then I warm it up between both fingers. So just warm it up. And then you're just going to tap it in under your eyes. Now, concealer is going to be used for different things. If you want to brighten up your under eye area, then you're going to get a shade lighter than your regular foundation, and that will help brighten up that area. If there's anything left over, I'll come down the areas that you normally would bring a highlight. So come up your nose, and then in this area, and then usually all the product is gone. So you see how I just tapped that in? I just tapped a very light amount, but it really brightened up that area, right? It covered up some of that redness that I had and some of those dark circles. So you can apply more if you want more coverage. I'm going to stay with this right here because it is very thick. I don't want it to crease into my lines that I have. Yes, I'm 40 and yes, I have lines, and I'm learning to love them. Hi, Heather. So you're going to put that concealer on very lightly, and we're going to, towards the end of this, I'm going to show you what to put over that concealer that's really going to blur out any of those lines that are left, okay? So it may not look perfect right now, but it will by the time we're done. Okay, so we're going to just leave that there, and we're going to kind of let it dry just a little bit. Another trick that if you do have creasing of your concealer, because the concealer is thicker, then I take a tissue and I just dab underneath here. And what this is doing is absorbing some of those. Hi, Christina. You can tell that very, very little came off, but what it's doing is absorbing any of those oils that might be in that product. Oil is what eats away at your makeup, and that's what's going to help cause that creasing or the deterioration of the makeup as it goes on. That's another reason why primer is so important, because primer is going to create a barrier between your skin and your makeup, and so as your face gets oils throughout the day, it's going to stay under that primer and not mix with your makeup. That's another reason why it's so important. Okay. So that concealer is on just a little bit. Now, if you had like this blemish right here, hi Cliff. Hello, good morning. This blemish right here, if I chose to cover it up, I would use a shade of concealer that is the same as my face foundation. That way it blends in. So it's really just adding more coverage to that one little area versus under your eyes, you use a lighter shade to brighten it up, okay? So you might choose to get two different concealer shades depending on what you wish to cover up, what your desires are for that, okay? Okay, so foundation, liquid foundation. You want to shake it. Hi, Melissa. Good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for joining. You want to shake them very well, but you also want to squeeze out any, this is getting low, so I don't have any in there right now, but sometimes there's product in the dropper bottle, especially if you have a full bottle. So you want to squeeze all that out and then shake it. Now I'm going to shake two different colors because I am two different colors. I am a mixture. And what is great about this is I get to choose my shade, my like perfect shade all year long, because I get scarlet and I get taffeta, and then I'll use during the winter I'll use more scarlet and maybe just one drop of taffeta to add a little bit of warmth to it, or as the summer comes on and current teenagers always commenting on foundation. Mom, you need primer, right? Ask them about highlighting and contouring stick, because we've got one of those that's amazing right now. During the summertime when I'm self-tanning, then I might add a couple more drops of the taffeta and less drops of the scarlet. So this is why it's perfect, is that you don't actually have to change your entire shade during the seasons. You just get two different colors and then you mix them as you go to get the perfect color. Now, the trick this month, and you guys have to listen closely and you guys have to understand what I'm saying, is that this month only, May, when you get the bundle and you choose your color, like if I was color matching myself, I would match myself to Scarlet. I get Scarlet and I say, ooh, that's really light. That's not the right shade for me. I contact Younique. You can do it through email, you can do it online, you can call them. You contact Younique and you tell them, Scarlet is a little bit too light, I think I need a darker color. You know what they're going to do this month only? They're going to send you taffeta without returning Scarlet. For free, no questions asked, no shipping, no nothing. Then I have 2 bottles to mix to get the perfect shade. See how that works? And that's for this month only, okay? So let's go ahead and get started and show you the coverage that this does. Hi, Marie. So I'm going to put a few drops on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to take taffeta. Now, taffeta is almost out. Like I was telling you guys, every time I get a new bottle of taffeta in, somebody buys it off of me. It's just like, it's not even giving me full drops. Let me see if I can get just a little bit more. This might be the last day I can use this product. Please, I have to check my order and see if my new one is in. And if it's in, I am not selling it to anybody. Okay, so I put the drops right here and I'm just gonna mix it around, okay? Super easy, just mix it. It doesn't have to be mixed perfectly. There's a lot of times that you still see the swirls in there, but now, in the bundle, you also get to choose one of 2 brushes, okay? You get to choose if you want a liquid foundation brush. This is great for all liquid products, okay? And it's very dense. That's what this well is for, because it allows these top bristles to spread out a little bit. or you can choose the puff brush. Now the puff brush is going to be my choice in this. However, I will tell you that it is a natural bristle, okay? It's a natural bristle and it's not made for liquid foundation. It will eat away at those bristles because it is natural hair. So you'll see some breakage. However, I personally really like this brush. And then to top it off, you can turn around and use it on your powder. Whereas this one you can only use on liquid. Hi, Christy. You can only use for liquid foundation. This one you can use for liquid or powder. This one you can. But again, it's not made, it doesn't handle liquid foundation the best. But this particular liquid foundation goes on as a liquid and it dries to a powder. So that's one of the benefits to being able to use this brush, because as you can see, like there's no, like you don't see any product on it. It's like when you use a powder. And so all I'm doing is buffing it out now. So I put the product on my face and see how it dries to a powder. So good morning, love.
Is Millie in here?
Millie is not in here.
Where's Millie?
I don't know. You should go find out where Millie May is. I hope she's not getting into anything. Where was that? Oh, okay.
Hello. You like my hair?
Your hair is always crazy. Crazy boy. Okay. So, so it goes on as a liquid. It dry. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Christy. It goes on as a liquid, dries to a powder. So, so you don't have to set it because it does. I got some foundation on my lips. So you don't have to set it because it's already kind of drying to that powder. However, that concealer that I put under my eyes, you do need to set. Now, the thing is when I was applying that liquid foundation, I was staying away from that concealer area. And the reason is the more product you build up in that area, the more opportunity you have to crease into those fine lines. So that's why I stayed away from that area, because I'm going to set it with the amazing setting powder. Okay. I absolutely love this. My hair, I don't like my hair in this like angle. I feel like it's super dirty looking and gross. Sorry guys. It's Thursday. So the setting powder, Behold setting powder. Okay. So I told you guys when you're like trying to pick this thing, Millie, at Brayden, she grabbed a piece of paper and ran off. Can you get it from her? Okay, so there's two things with this. Hi, Kelly, with this bundle. I told you that if you have the choice between concealer and primer, I will always say pick primer. You need to have that primer. Now, the second choice that you get to pick between Behold Setting Powder, Behold Setting Spray, or one of those two brushes. So if you already have something to apply your foundation with, don't worry about the brushes. So the question is between these two products. And I will always, hi Marcy, hi Becca, always say Behold Setting Powder. If you don't have this powder in your hands, you need to have it in your hands, just like that primer. Okay, why? You guys are like, why is it so great? I don't get it.
She ate your homework, Mom.
She tore it up? Really? Is there any more in her mouth?
I don't think so.
Luckily, it was just a shipping receipt. But make sure she doesn't have it in her mouth. No, she doesn't. Okay. Sorry, guys. Doggy problems. Behold Setting Powder. So I like to use my, it's called a puff concealer brush or powder concealer brush. So you get two sides of this. This is a synthetic brush, and I will also use this to apply my liquid foundation. It does not come in the bundle. So if you're like, okay, well, I want to get the setting powder anyway, but I still need a brush, you can add on this brush. This is I would pick this brush over those other two brushes. It is synthetic, so you can use it for liquid or powder, and you can get under your eyes with this side. I use this to buff out my concealer sometimes, especially if I accidentally apply too much, which you guys have seen lately I've been doing. I don't know why, but it's been happening a lot lately. You can also use this to like buff out that concealer also. So I use this side for my setting powder. Now what's going to happen, what's great, look at this. Okay, so this is a net. You can't really probably tell. You probably just looks like product like that. But it's loose, it's translucent, so any shade for any person. And it has this great little net so that when you go, and that stopper right here. So when you go traveling and it's like bouncing around and you open it up, it's not like poof, like all that powder like normally comes flying out. It doesn't happen with this product. So that's amazing. So some people who like to like do their makeup in the car, you don't have a problem with getting it all over your clothes. Okay, so I have some product on here, and what you're gonna do is you're just going to press it. I'm pressing it. I'm not rubbing it. I'm not buffing it yet. I'm just pressing that product there. Now you can do this thing called baking. If you put that concealer on and then immediately put this product on, what happens is as that concealer is warming up to the temperature of your skin, it is baking this translucent setting powder into the concealer itself. And it's really going to give you a solid conceal, like basically, I don't know if that's the right word, under the eyes. Now, I personally, when I put on the concealer, I did my foundation. So there was that, and I didn't use a lot of concealer. If you're baking, you're probably going to want to use just a little bit more concealer than I did. But as you guys can see, once I put that translucent setting powder over that concealer, it's like Photoshop, right? It just blurs. There's these like illuminating like technology that's in the product that sends the light in all these different directions, and it just blurs what's there. Okay, so I blurred out my darker because I used just a little bit of concealer, you still saw some darkness under my eyes. And of course I have lines because I'm 40, and it just blurred all of that out. Okay, so now it's like when I take a picture, I look, you know, like I'm 25, right? Right? Come on, help me out here. So that setting powder, why it's so amazing is it's blurring out any of those fine lines. And it is also setting your makeup. So the setting powder, what it does is it absorbs oils all day long. So if you have oily skin, this is even better for you. It's like even perfect, but it still works on dry skin because I have a tendency to have dry skin and it works fine for me. But what it does is it absorbs oils all day long. So you'll like realize that you will stop touching up your foundation. You know, like that pressed powder that we all carry, you'll stop doing that because you'll start noticing that you don't need to when you're using this. I absolutely love it. So setting spray. Why would you need a setting spray? Hi, Rochelle. So setting spray. Hi, Stacy. I love what I prefer to do with my setting spray is before, good morning, before I do my primer. So I do my face lotion. I spray the setting spray. I just do 2 squirts. So a very light mist onto my face, let that dry, then do the primer and do the rest. Hi, Linda. And then at the end of your makeup, then spray it again. Okay. What that's going to do is really get that product to sit in its place. It's going to help everything else stick to it. And then you're going to notice that you're going to help your makeup like stay put. Another benefit to the setting spray is that when you spray it on at the end, it will also help bring out the vividness of your makeup. So like if you do a highlight and you spray it on there, that highlight will really like shine through. Okay, so that's another benefit. Okay, so that's the foundation. Those are the products that you get to choose from. If you have none of the products, I will always say get the primer. Let me help you pick your foundation color, and then get the setting powder. Those are the necessities, okay? The other things, if you already have the primer or you already have the setting powder, then you can go ahead and pick one of those other options. That's what I always say, okay? So I'm just going to continue on because my makeup, my face is kind of flat right now, right? Because it's like I just put that foundation on and it just creates one color. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with that. But I know that I've been talking to you guys lately about this duet. I keep talking to you because it is a limited edition. What?
Another thing.
Where? Do you know what this is?
Makeup.
Oh, no. She got into my... Oh, I'm going to have to close up my trunks. She just got makeup out of my trunk. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so the duet. Hi, Rosalind. I've been talking to you guys a lot about this because it's going to be gone. And once it's gone, it's gone. And I'm not going to share with you the product that I have for me because this duet is absolutely amazing. And I absolutely love this particular color. I have been using this almost every single day since the day I got it. So it comes with these two different shades, the light one and the darker one. And they just blend together amazing. Like, I don't have to put any effort into this. Like, I just like put it on and blend it. Like, it's like no effort. Like other stuff you have to, you know, use like multiple different shades. Good morning, good morning. Multiple different shades and kind of like blend them together, and that it like has to like even out and, you know, all this other stuff. But look at that. I don't even know if you can tell how amazing. It's not focusing in. But it just like goes together so nicely, and I think it's perfect. So again, this is the color Like Minded, and it's going to be, sell out. Once it sells out, it's going to be gone forever. So I think everybody should get this one in their hands immediately. Like, this is the color that you can depend on for any occasion. Like, if you just have to, like, especially like if you're traveling and you don't want to have to carry a lot of product, like, this is amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with my face, so that, you know, we're already done talking about foundation, but if you have any questions, let me know. I'm grabbing my bronzer, and I come in. You start at your the top of your ear, and you come down basically to the start of your eye is where you want to put that, and that is going to see how it just like made me look thinner, right? It just made me look like I lost like 5 pounds. It highlights that cheekbone area, and it makes it look like you're a lot thinner than you are. And then I just rub whatever product into like that hairline area, and then down under your chin. What is that? Brayden, your underwear on backward. Please fix them.
Okay.
And please don't play that game right here.
Okay.
And then, under here, this under your jawline, it's going to help create like a stronger jaw, and it's going to help reduce the look of a double chin. Okay, so you can see like just adding that little bit has just made me look thinner, and it's like, oh, here's another trick. Here, let's put on some lip gloss to help. You can take a smaller brush, take a little bit of that, and cut in right underneath here, and it's going to help create the look of a shadow, which is going to make your lip.
I'm going to turn it off. Not me.
Please turn the sound off, please. And it's going to see how it looks like a shadow now. It's going to make that lip look plump. Like, it just makes it look like my natural lip is so big that it's creating this shadow. So it's another perfect place for that bronzer. Okay. So come in under the cheek, and I'm using, hi Josephine, I'm just using this is our blusher brush. I feel like it is a perfect size for the bronzer, and gets everything right in the perfect spot. I'm going to add just a little bit more. And then come down, and then under that chin. And it's hard to see like what it really looks like under here. So if you ever see me in person and I haven't blended it very well, please tell me. I'm always wondering if like people would tell me, or if I really just do an amazing job at blending it and there's like nothing there. So
I wouldn't tell you.
You would tell me?
But I don't know what blending means.
You don't know what blending means? You can see my makeup just sitting like right here, like in a weird line. Tell me.
I have no pants.
Yeah, no pants. Oh, go back in the, there's probably still in the.
Dryer?
Yeah. All right. Oh, and then sometimes I do blush, sometimes I don't. It really whatever, just kind of whatever mood I'm in. So if you do, you can just tap a little bit on here. Hi, Susie. Good morning, good morning.
I love you, Millie May.
Have you guys seen my new puppy dog? Millie May, you want to come on camera?
You want to come on camera? Oh, no, you're better my clothes.
Millie, you need to put all those dirty clothes in the dirty clothes area. Come here, Millie. Come here. Come here. She's not coming. Millie, come. Are you being shy? Come here. Oh, you're such a big dog now. Oh, she's still a puppy, and look how big she is. Hi, Millie May. Hi, Millie May. Oh, don't Millie May. Isn't she so cute? We love her. We love her.
And everybody.
She is. She's like, what's going on? What's going on? All right, put her down. No, I can do it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
Okay, so thank you. So let me know if you have any questions about any of this. If you want to be color matched, no obligations. I can easily color match you. So just in the comments here, say color match me. Otherwise, you can send me a private message also, and I'll color match you. No obligations to be color matched. It's just so that you know what color you would be if you decided to get this bundle. You can also go on to makeupmandy.com, and it's Mandy with an IE. So makeupmandy.com if you wanted to purchase the items yourself. Otherwise, I could do it for you. And since I've done with my makeup, I'm going to go ahead and use that setting spray now. Now, when I do it on the final, I usually do at least 4 squirts, if not more. And you can feel it as the product hits your face, so you kind of know where it's been. And you can use it also like straight across on your eyes if you hold it back far enough. So I usually do about 4 squirts and then maybe a 5th right across the eyes to help like set that. Now, to me, I noticed that when I used that setting spray, things got more vivid on my face. I'm not sure if you were able to see it here on camera, but it was definitely apparent to me. So I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions. And this bundle, not only is this bundle going to be gone at the end of this month, but the opportunity to get a free bottle if the first color is not the right color is only going to be good for this month also. So you need to get those orders in ASAP. And then if you happen to be 2 different shades, then you can request that second shade to mix those with free of charge, no shipping, and you don't return that first bottle. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk later. Bye.